We are back with an imposter segment.
Yes.
So if the chit says imposter, he has to fake his opinion. After asking a few questions, we'll judge if the other person is actually saying the truth or he's an imposter. Having a high body count should be normalized.
I don't agree, bro.
Why do you not agree?
It is not something to be super proud of. Sex is very sacred. Body is your temple, as people say. And no one should enter it.
Gay people should lighten up about gay jokes.
No, man. I think it's below the belt.
Imposter. Imposter. That become...
Calling a fat person fat, it shouldn't be taken as an insult.
I agree with this.
You agree?
Yes. Hi people, what's up? We are back, and this time we are back with an imposter segment.
Yes.
This is going to be our segment. So in this segment, we will throw an opinion to each other and we'll also show two chits. The other person will pick up one chit. That chit will either say an imposter or will be a normal chit. So if the chit says imposter, he has to fake his opinion. But if the chit says normal, he has to just say his own opinion. And the other person, after asking a few questions, will judge if the other person is actually saying the truth or he's an imposter.
Let's go.
Let's fucking
Thanks
go.
for this lovely explanation, Nikhil.
Took multiple days.
Let's go. So you are going ahead with picking a chit. I'm
Yes, sir.
Kitna shuffling for only two chits. You saw it.
Okay.
Now, the first opinion is guys and girls cheating is different. It is completely different for a guy to cheat and for a girl to cheat.
I think yes, it is very different for a guy to cheat and a girl to cheat.
Okay. Can you tell me briefly why?
Boys usually cheat because they do not have a reason. It's just meaningless sex for them. Whereas girls always cheat because they have a reason to cheat. Or you would never see a girl go out of her way and just have meaningless sex with someone when she's in a relationship. She will do that only if she is not happy in her relationship. She has a lot of trauma and she's not satisfied in a relationship. Whereas boys, even if they are in love with that person, they'll just go around and just have sex with random people and it won't mean anything.
Okay, so here does cheating cover only physical cheating or emotional cheating as well?
Majorly, I mean, can cover both, but majorly I want to talk about physical cheating.
Okay. Have you ever seen like your real life examples where girls haven't cheated at all and only guys have cheated?
I have seen, like, my friends have been through this situation where a guy is in a relationship and he's flirting with multiple chicks, even though it doesn't mean anything, and even though that guy is actually in love with his girlfriend, like completely in love with that girlfriend.
Okay. And at the same time, do you also feel that girls are not capable of cheating at all?
Girls are capable of cheating, but like I mentioned, they will always have a reason. For them, it won't be meaningless sex. For them, it's not like, okay, one night of hookup and then I'm like, okay, fuck, this doesn't mean anything. They will only cheat if their boyfriend is like absolutely gone, they're not happy in the relationship and their relationship is about to get over. And that's the reason why they would never want to go back to their boyfriend. So they are like, bro, like I'm done. Emotionally, I'm done with this person and I'm finding this person attractive and there's actually a meaning to it.
Okay. But is it necessary to have a meaning to cheating? Because at the end, cheating is cheating, right?
Agreed, cheating is cheating, but this is the difference between guys cheating and girls cheating, is what I feel.
Okay, so do you feel that guys cheating, at the end, it like does not make sense because it should not be done, and girls cheating, there is some justice to it because it is about to end, which eventually leads to it like ending up?
Correct. For me, I think girls don't go in a club and just hook up with someone when they are dating. So it's not meaningless. Whereas guys, I would like, a guy would want to have sex with 10 people and post nut clarity will be like, bro, I don't give a shit about this person. I'm going back to my girlfriend.
But at the same time, I think in DMs, we'll see a lot of guys being in girls' DMs and girls actually, like, although them being committed, giving a little bit of attention to those guys, saying that, oh, he will feel bad, which is a very stupid reason, which I feel that is going on since time immemorial.
Yeah.
When they have that instinct, like girls know that when guys are hitting on them, or because at the end, no one just wants to be friend with a random girl if a person is sliding in your DM.
Correct, 100% true.
So I think that's where girls lack somehow.
Yeah, that is why they're trying to be nice. They think that they will hurt the other person if they do not reply. And there are, of course, some exceptions where they want to cheat and all that. But majority of the times, girls always have a reason.
Okay. So I think what I can say in conclusion here, and I'll guess whether this is your true opinion or an imposter opinion, but I think in a sense, emotional cheating is different. Where girls can be a bit more, I think, vulnerable. And in case of physical cheating, guys are a bit more vulnerable.
Correct.
But yeah, I think you only spoke about physical cheating.
Majorly physical cheating, yes.
Okay. So I think that with the passion and intensity with which you came, it is a true opinion.
It's an imposter opinion. Let's fucking go. For me, cheating is cheating.
Yes,
If a guy is cheating, a girl is cheating, you are just normalizing cheating, man.
Yes.
Just stop fucking cheating. Cheating is not okay if you have a reason. If you do not have a reason, you are a fucking dickhead who cannot be in a relationship, bro.
Correct, bro. Don't cheat. Stay loyal. Stay true.
Damn, bro. Let's fucking go.
झूठ बोलने की आदत तो हो गई है.
Your turn. Having a high body count should be normalized.
Okay. I have to give my opinion now.
Yeah, if you agree or if you don't agree.
Having a body count should be normalized. I don't agree, bro.
You do not agree?
Yes.
Why do you not agree?
Why do you not agree? Because I think it is not something to be super proud of. It is not something which should become normal, because I think at the end of it, sex is very sacred. Your body is your temple, as people say, and no one should enter it. Right?
Got
and this is the only temple which people should enter with chappals.
I mean, okay, so you are saying, I mean, theek hai, chal, body count one hai, but is it not good to have multiple experiences and to know what is actually suiting you?
See, at the end, I don't know what experiences will benefit you in the future, right? Because there are people who go virgin into a marriage. It's not that their marriage is a waste. It's not that they are not able to bear a child. At the end, and I'm not saying that you have to be a virgin when you get into your marriage, but I mean that it should not be normalized in the sense, see, if you actually like someone pre your marriage, if you're dating him or her, then obviously you'll want to have a kind of a physical relationship with him or her, which will actually make a body count from 0 to 1. Then you date someone else, right, from 1 to 2, or like in any count it can take you. But at the same time, when you're dating multiple people in and out, and I've heard so many people say on the internet, so many big celebrities say that I was never single. I was I was always with someone.
Relationship.
Yeah, I was always with someone. So that makes me question your stability, your ability to not spend time with yourself and be alone, your want to just there should be someone around you, someone that you can trauma dump on, someone that you can it's good to share happiness with someone, but at the same time I think that's a sign of weakness as well. So if you're from the age of 15 until the age of 30, when I got married, I was always with someone. My average relationship just lasted 1.5 year. You mean you were with what, 12, 13 people? And your body count is 12. It doesn't make sense, because what guarantee does it give me as your partner after marriage that you will stay true and loyal to me and you will not have stability issues?
But what if that person had a past? Okay, for example, couple of years after a breakup, couple of years, that person just went bonkers, experimented everything, and after a couple of years, that person is like, okay, I'm going to settle down now, and I have had a past, I have had my fun, and now I know for a fact that I'm going to be loyal to one person. Still, it's not okay for you.
No, see, I'm not saying that people can't change. People can change, but again, it's a probability game. right? It's like, you know, how many people who are drug how many people who are drug abusers, they tend to live a clean life later on, because at the end, things like alcohol, drugs, sex, it's an addiction. And if you get addicted to it, right, you can go crazy after a point. And I've known a person who used to study CA final with me, who was getting married, and like he liked his wife a lot, but he is like, but I can't just have, you know, like a physical relationship with only one person, and his wife doesn't know. So he always used to, like in the library, he always used to message some random girls on Facebook, on Instagram, asking them to meet, and he used to hit on all the girls that used to come in the library. And that actually made me, that was an eye opener for me, like, you know, what an addiction can do to a person. Like you yourself think that having like a physical relationship with so many people before your marriage, and like after marriage, you're like, okay, only this person now. Will you be able to deal with that? You should be able to
deal with that,
but because of your past, will you be able to? And like I said, that sex is more of like a connection between two souls rather than
just sleeping around meaningless.
I know that it like gives you that short-term pleasure, and we all have been at a state where we are like, you know, I wish if I could just, you know, hook up with this girl or something like that. But a lot of times it never happened. And like, you know, later down the road, it is just a thing to be grateful about.
I think my final verdict after listening to your answers is you are not an imposter.
Yes, sir. I'm always true.
See, I was correct.
Yes. Because I was so compassionate about it. With so much logic. With so much logic. I hope it made some sense.
Yeah, bro. It made completely sense. And I'm of this opinion that, like, okay, I do not judge people for having a high body count. Yeah. It is okay. Like, if that is the lifestyle that you want to live, bro, great. But for me, I do not have a high body count, and I wouldn't want to have a high body count. So I would want someone who also doesn't have a high body count. And the question was that it should be normalized. So I'm like, it should not be normalized.
Correct. Because if you start normalizing each and everything, then I think we'll be way away from our past values, like you know, which are coming from history. I don't know if, like, you know, this is in our value system to have a low body count, because it is not explicitly mentioned anywhere. But I don't think that people from our parents' generation, our grandparents' generation, they used to have so many relationships before their marriage.
100%.
And I think that's what. And like example, even if you're hooking up and all those things, and it's like just like pure meaningless sex, till some extent it's fine. We all understand that you are young, and but after a point where it goes like insane, like, you know, you hit crazy numbers, then again it's an addiction only, and then it's not a flex. And then you lose that you know, meaning, that true meaning of sex, that it is to be done with someone who you love.
Correct.
Then there's no connection, because like you're example just,
makes a lot of sense. Bhai. Let's fucking go next one. Okay.
If a girlfriend gives her boyfriend the freedom to sleep with other girls, the boyfriend would do it, but vice versa, the girlfriend wouldn't.
I think I agree with this, because like if a free pass is given to a boyfriend, that person will actually be like, okay, if my girlfriend only is telling this, then I don't mind doing it. But if you say the same thing to a girl, she will be like, no bro, I love you. I'm sleeping with you because I actually want to be with you. If I wanted to sleep with someone else, I would have broken up with you long time ago. So I think a guy, because guys are hornier in general, they will go out of their way and do it, because they will think that, okay, I still love my girlfriend, but I can still do it. Whereas girls are very emotionally attached and physically attached, like as they should be, but they wouldn't do it.
Okay, so you're saying that girls don't have any kind of hormones at all?
They do, but they have hormones for that one specific person. That is the reason why they are hooking up, sleeping in a relationship with that person. Because they have multiple options, but still they are choosing to be with you. Of course they want to be with you. If they wouldn't want to be with you, they will sleep with 10,000 other people. No?
Correct, yeah. I do agree that they have the option where they can like just drop a text to any random guy, and that guy will be down like in their building, and he'll be like, "Aisa hai, main aa gaya." But at the same time, do you feel that like that loyal guys don't exist at all?
They do, but I think guys are a little more immature or less emotionally mature when it comes to all these things, when it comes to hooking up or when it comes to having sex with someone. So if a guy gets an opportunity from his own girlfriend, ki bro, you can go around, you can sleep with whoever you want, I wouldn't mind. The guy will be like, okay bro, I still love this person, and this person, if she says no, I wouldn't do it. But if she is saying yes, and I still love her, she's still going to be with me, I think the guy will go out. And especially guys, if he has a group of friends who are like that, who are always joking around, fucking around, I think the guy will do it.
Okay, so I think one thing to me is very suspicious is that if a girlfriend is giving her boyfriend the free pass, she herself has done some shit. Otherwise, because like you mentioned that if girls are very emotionally attached and very physical, very physically attached, no girl would give that free pass. They wouldn't even think of it, right? And if a girl is giving that free pass, it's either that she has done like some shit in the near past, or that she wants a free pass for herself as well. She'll be like, okay, I'm giving him this free pass, I want him to fuck up, then I'll use that free pass for my own benefits. So I think I would my personal opinion here, then we'll come to yours, is that it's like a quid pro quo, as they say, which means like something in return. So I don't think that anyone is innocent here, because there are some ulterior motives.
Correct.
Right?
But in a hypothetical situation, what if like your girlfriend just says, bro, I'm giving you one free pass, go and sleep around, I do not mind you sleeping with anyone, but tomorrow you have to come back to me, and this is never going to happen. I haven't done any shit, I do not want anything in return. Just a hypothetical situation. Your girlfriend is giving you one free pass, no consequences whatsoever. Will you do it or not do it?
Like me personally, since it is since it is against my principles and my value system, because see, I won't be able to sleep at night, right? And especially we both as humans, we are very guilty conscious, right? And it will haunt us. So I wouldn't do it. Again, it's like a very, very subjective thing. But knowing all these facts and all these circumstances, I know that many men will do it. I would rather give it like a 40-60 or a 50-50, with like 40 being for men who would actually go and implement that shit.
Correct.
But I know that if there are so many conditions attached to it where she wouldn't do anything, she has not done anything in the past, it is just like an exam that you're giving on that night where you're like, okay, I have to control myself. But I do agree that obviously many men will go and do it. But yeah, I think slightly I'll go in favor of men who wouldn't do it. Because it just doesn't feel right. That's it. Coming back to
what's your verdict?
Your opinion, my verdict with this, and you said that it's different, that girls wouldn't implement
girls wouldn't do it.
I think that it's a true opinion.
Correct.
Yes.
I am not an imposter here. I wouldn't do it.
I know that he's a man hater. I think he's a Taylor Swift fan.
But yeah, I think girls wouldn't do it at all. Because they are genuinely very emotionally mature when it comes to a relationship. Like majority of the girls, few of them are crackheads, I get it. But if given an opportunity to a guy, the same opportunity, I think guys are much more hornier. They just think about sex all the time. And if given an opportunity, they would do it without any consequences. And I know for a fact that we both wouldn't do it. But I'm talking about majority of the guys. Like
I do agree, because like I think that even though girls sometimes are hornier, but I know that girls have the power to control their urges as well.
Correct.
I think whereas men are just pathetic at it. Including me. I don't have shame in admitting that.
Next one. Go and pick a head chick. You should always sit next to each other rather than in front of each other when you're going out on a date to eat dinner, lunch, whatever.
I agree.
Why?
I agree because I think that some kind of physical touch is important. And it actually feels a bit more romantic it makes you feel a bit closer to that person. Although if you're sitting sitting across to each other, it's
Yeah.
also close only. It's not that you're far away.
Yeah.
But I think the conversations are a bit better because if you're sitting in front of each other, sometimes it's a bit formal as well. It's not bad, but it's a bit formal. And it's something which has been normalized and it's very conventional. But if you're sitting next to each other, I think it's just a bit more romantic. You feel closer to like each other. I think it involves a bit more of physical touch and also that's
But wouldn't you want your partner to sit in front of you so that you can constantly see that person, look in her eyes, talk to her?
I don't think that it matters because right now also we are sitting like this, but I'm watching you, na?
Yeah, but I'm like you. I mean, we are all attracted to each other. But for example, you are attracted to a person and you want to see her beauty.
But that's not the point, na? Whether I'm attracted to you, you or not. No matter who is sitting next to me, I'm just able to watch him or her, na? But like example, if we are sitting this way also, on a date,
yeah.
पर मैं देख तो पा रहा हूँ ना.
But like in majority of the cases, the girls want the guys to sit in front of them so that they can just make eye contact. And like for example, if you're going on a date, it's very new. So wouldn't it be very awkward to sit next to each other because you wouldn't want to have that physical touch on the first date itself? So you would want to maintain that comfortable distance, and eventually once you guys are very comfortable, you would want to sit next to each other. But like if there's a match going on in front of her, bro, would you not want to sit in front of her and watch the match?
Yeah, so I think this was a googly where you just brought a match going on. And then obviously there are some personal interests that rank above your date sometimes. Yeah. But keeping that out of picture, because that's just a new thing that came into play. Just keeping that out of picture, I feel that number one thing, like I mentioned, that like irrespective whether it's the first date or not, if you're sitting just side by side, then I think you can have a conversation like this. Because if like I went out on some dates and we were sitting the exact way. So and aisa nahi ki we are sitting like this and we are having a conversation, because when you're at the end you want to maintain good eye contact, right? So you'll just tilt your body just a little bit, and that's not a major issue, I feel. Sometimes your back will be like theek hai, thoda zyada tilt ho gaya, thoda seedha ho ja. But that's not a major issue, because see, at the end if there is no eye contact, y'all couldn't see each other achhe se, then you know that there will not be a second date, third date whatsoever. So you'll automatically maintain eye contact. You'll just tilt yourself a little and just maintain eye contact. So, and in terms of you saying about the physical touch, I do agree that in the first date, you may not want to be that advanced. Yeah. So you'll not do that, but at least you will feel that close proximity. And obviously if the girl is not comfortable, you can sense it, then you'll sit across her.
I think my final verdict, even though your points were really convincing, I think you're an imposter here.
No, bro.
Oh damn.
Normal opinion,
bro.
True opinion.
Damn, I genuinely thought you were an imposter, right?
No, because मेरे पिछले पास 2 डेट पे तो मैं साइड बाय साइड ही बैठा हूँ.
I mean, I personally would prefer to sit next to each other rather than across, because that's just more comfortable and you just feel as you can do all the touchy. Foreplay starts from the dinner itself. Yeah. So I feel that, but bro, damn.
पता नहीं, मेरे को तो लगा कि तू ट्रू बोलेगा, because
मेरे को लगा कि ऐसे, क्योंकि यूजुअली फर्स्ट डेज पे अक्रॉस ही बैठता है. इफ यू आर इन लॉन्ग टर्म रिलेशन देन इट गेट्स कंफर्टेबल, बट मैं इनिशियली नंदिनी एंड आई आल्सो यूज्ड टू सिट अक्रॉस, नॉट नेक्स्ट टू ईच अदर. दैट्स
या नो बट मतलब कि like honestly I didn't think much about it in the past, but I think since the past few times when I've sat across sat next to the girl, I just felt that like that sometimes the conversations are also better. There are some games that you can play. Example, if you're playing Uno, so you need to sit across each other. Correct. Like there are some games on the phone, some 2-player games that we played. Yeah. So उसमें तो like एकदम बाजू में तो अच्छा, वो बीच में एक like फिर एकदम बड़ा टेबल आ जाए, वो यहाँ से कुछ कर रही है, मैं यहाँ से कुछ कर रहा हूँ. That way
makes sense, भाई.
Next one. Okay.
Let's go.
It should be okay to date someone at your workplace.
I think it should be okay to date someone from your workplace, because it's like it's a good thing to have. You're seeing each other every day, working together, and yeah, I mean, you are in close proximities. You have seen every side of that person, and if you manage to be professional in your workplace, bro, then you have the perfect balance.
Okay. What about HR policies and all?
I mean, if your company is allowing it, then great. But if you're working in that organization and you fall in love with that person eventually, and then one person has to resign, I think I would do it, bro. Because like, if I'm finding the love of my life, fuck this job, bro. Who gives a shit about it? But if the HR allows you to do it, then it's all on you to be professional and to make it work. And if you make it work, because that's a very tough challenge. So if you actually make it work, then bro, your relationship is going to work, because you're literally crossing a major hurdle.
How do you manage to not compromise the quality of your work and to maintain that professional standards?
That is, again, that plays a very important role. You cannot just start kissing in a meeting, or you cannot just pretend to hold hands ऐसे बीच में जाके और lunch में जाके.
हमारे sales जैसे कर रहे ताबड़तोड़ तुम मचाटी चालू हो गई.
But bro, that is on you to be professional. And if you're dating someone, you need to set boundaries before dating only. Ki bro, if we are going to get in a relationship, we are going to be professionals here. It's not like you start ignoring that person at your workplace कि हम एक दूसरे को जानते ही नहीं है. So yeah, if people come to know, it shouldn't be like you are not disagreeing with them ki no bro, what are you saying? You will be like, yeah, we are dating, but we are okay with dating because we know we have control over each other and you are being professional. और कुछ लोग तो ऐसा करते हैं कि भाई डेट करना चालू किया ना, एक दूसरे को इग्नोर कर देंगे कि भाई मैं तो को नहीं जानता, मैं तो को नहीं जानती ऑफिस में. नहीं bro, you talk to each other, you have lunch together, बीच में you can ऐसे go down, just go for a smoke if you smoke. But ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि you ignore each other. So I think it can easily be worked, bro.
Okay, now comes the toughest part. 5 or 6 days a week, you see someone daily in office. First you have that crush, then you start dating. What if you both break up? To deal with that person on a daily basis, someone who you thought was the love of your life and you deeply liked, and then you all have broken up. To see each other then in office every day, to collaborate on work deliverables, and if it was an ugly breakup, and now like everyone will know that these guys are broken up. How do you handle that?
I think that is like one of the worst situations to be in. But every breakup is like this. If I'm dating someone from my own building and if we break up, we are still going to see each other. Or if I'm dating someone in the same group of friends, I'm still going to see that person every day. So initially it'll be very ugly. We might not talk to each other, but we cannot just break that friend group. So the same logic applies here also. If we have an ugly breakup, we should be mature enough to deal it in a way that it doesn't affect your work. So this is like a normal breakup only, but in a different situation.
No, I slightly disagree there, because after your 20s, okay, let's say from the age of 22, 23 onwards, you are seeing your manager more than you are seeing your parents.
Correct.
Right? 5 or 6 days a week, 9 hours a day, you're in office. Your friend group, you will meet max once a week. Sometimes even once a month. With your building friends, I don't even remember when I last saw my building friends. Maybe on Republic Day or on Ganpati. Last I saw them. Right? So it is a scenario where you'll be seeing each other constantly, 9 hours a day, 5 or 6 days a week. Where you'll be seeing each other after work events, or like, for during work, collaborating on work. And at the same time, it will be a bit awkward to communicate to HR, we are not seeing each other. And if something ugly happens, then people will gossip about it in office. Yeah, it is like the worst consequence to have. And it affects your mental health more, because if I'm seeing someone and we break up, and let's say she was from another area, not in workplace, etc. I'm not seeing her anymore. I'm not physically seeing her anymore. Correct. So it helps me find that closure and to move on a bit quicker. And not a bit quicker, a lot quicker. But you're seeing that girl every day in your office. And then every new colleague that she talks to, you're like a bit jealous. It affects your mental health and it affects your productivity more. I see, it has like office dating, workplace dating has its own consequences, and the consequences you will never face in a normal breakup as well.
but a lot of situations are similar to normal breakup in the sense like I mentioned कि अगर तुम अपने बेस्ट फ्रेंड को डेट कर रहे हो और अचानक ब्रेकअप हो गया बट तुम्हारा ग्रुप बहुत टाइट है, ठीक है, अभी ऐसे सिचुएशन में होता है कि तुम बिल्डिंग वाले फ्रेंड से नहीं मिलते हो, बट आई हैव फ्रेंड्स जिनका ग्रुप बहुत टाइट है, ब्रेकअप के बाद भी उनको मिलना ही पड़ता है क्योंकि बाकी सब दोस्त तुम्हारे दोस्त ही कॉमन है, तो वो सिचुएशन को तुम डील करना सीख ही जाओगे इवेंचुअली.
बट उसका फ्रीक्वेंसी कितना कम है?
नो आई नो लॉट ऑफ पीपल, मतलब जो बिल्डिंग में रहते हैं रोज, मतलब हर वीकेंड मिलते हैं, ये रोज मिलते हैं. ऑफकोर्स ऑफिस इतना फ्रीक्वेंटली नहीं मिलते कि रोज रोज मिल रहे हैं, 9 घंटे मिल रहे हैं. ऑफकोर्स दिस इज टफर एंड आई एम नॉट सेइंग कि दिस इज लाइक very equivalent to that. Of course it is tougher, but that shouldn't stop you from falling in love with someone in your office just because the things might go extremely wrong is what I feel.
You feel that if you genuinely feel that it's your true love,
you should go ahead,
you should give it a shot.
Yeah, fuck the workplace, fuck everyone else, because you might find another office, you might find different colleagues, but you're not going to find that same person again if you truly feel for that person.
Okay, understood.
Yeah.
Now the final verdict, it's your true opinion.
It's an impostor opinion. I agree with 100% with whatever you said, भाई. I was like, क्या बोलूँ भाई, मैं agree करता हूँ, इससे agree करता हूँ. But भाई हाँ, मतलब ऐसे मैंने तो जितना देखा है मेरे मतलब ऑफिस में भी हुआ है कि they were dating, one person was fired and the other person was just fucked. कि bro, and you get pressure from your partner also कि bro, you are working at a place where they have fired me.
Yeah,
तो मतलब मेरी रिस्पेक्ट नहीं करे तो तू एक उधर ही काम करना है. So that person also had to put his papers down.
Correct.
It doesn't make sense. तुम्हें क्यों, where you are working, don't fall in love, man. Just fucking find someone else. There are so many places to find love.
Actually, I personally, my preference is to not date someone from workplace.
Yeah.
Because number one, posh.
Yeah. Oh, 100% bro.
बहुत गांड फटता है भाई.
हाँ.
Number 2 is that, like, you know, people gossiping.
Yeah.
Number 3 is post-breakup scenario in office.
Correct.
These 3 things are like, you know, what haunt me. But I've seen 2 couples who got married. They started, and like, you know, this is from my KPMG days. They started dating in office. They were working on the same project, on like the same client. They fell in love. They got married. Then eventually, like even after marriage, like, you know, one of the spouses, they moved out, they found a new job, but I think that was not because of the pressure that, okay, like you know, we are seeing each other and we just got married, and that's why we need to like, you know, find a place outside. But yeah, malab, so I had these 2 scenarios in mind, like you know, these 2 examples in mind. And whatever you are like, you know, you were saying, I was like, ki chal theek hai, because I know these 2 real life examples. Correct. And very happy, very healthy marriages.
Yeah.
So
there
I
are
was
a lot
like,
of
if you feel
कि
यही है love of my life, but if you are like us, कि जिसकी गांड फटती है, so you won't do it.
Breakup का pause लगे तो career खत्म. This is my favorite opinion of the day. Gay people should lighten up about gay jokes.
Gay people should lighten up about gay jokes. No man, I think it's below the belt.
Impostor. Impostor. That because bro, no fucking way. Why do you think so?
And it's below the belt, yaar. Because they have been through a lot.
Like
dick.
What?
Of dick.
So you don't joke about it or what?
No, see, at the end, I think, like, you know, everyone has feelings, right? Because see, it's something. See, it's not a disease. First of all, okay, it's not a disease. Secondly, why I'm saying it's not a disease, because I'm going to relate it with, like, you know, one of my problems, right? Since I have a stammering problem, I know that it's incurable. It's something
so you're
that
saying being gay is also incurable.
Somewhat on the same lines, but not the exact same words. See, I was born with stammering.
You are literally joking about them right now.
I'm not joking about them. I'm just saying that I was born with it. I did not choose it. And it is incurable. It is something that they are...
But you are calling it a disease.
No, I'm not calling it a disease. I'm just saying that they like people of the same gender. That's it. And it is not something that they are like, कि नहीं ये तो खराब है, but मैं ये फिर भी करूँगा. It is something that they feel naturally.
I can literally open our chats, show you the reels. Bro, 50 gay jokes मिलेंगे.
But people make gay jokes on someone who is not gay like you. People crack. See, that you have to agree that people crack gay jokes on you.
Yeah, and I'm
Are
not
you gay?
No,
so that's fine.
But okay, if you crack gay jokes on a person who's gay, doesn't that make that person strong? Doesn't it help that person to survive life because he's going to get a lot of hate from everyone. That person is going to get a lot of hate from everyone. So you cracking jokes on them is just going to make them stronger.
No, because then you're setting a wrong precedent, right? You are doing the exact thing that people shouldn't do. And then you are justifying it कि नहीं मैं तो तेरे को strong कर रहा हूँ और मारूंगा. पर क्यों मार रहे हो? क्योंकि तू मार खाने वाला है इसलिए मार रहा हूँ आज. पर मैं आगे क्यों मार खाऊंगा वो तो मेरे को नहीं मालूम.
I'm not going to ask any more questions. My verdict is an imposter.
अरे यार क्या मैं इतना दिल से बात कर रहा हूँ यार.
Imposter.
I'm in favor of them.
Imposter. Fucking knew it, bro. Fucking knew it.
See, I feel that people should lighten up like a little bit about gay jokes.
Yeah.
But not which are shots.
Correct.
Not which are shots at them.
Correct.
Because basically it should be in a friendly banter way.
Yeah.
Not in a way that is insulting them, not in a way which is belittling them, and not in a way which kind of like you can get that vibe, right? It like a lot depends on the person who is cracking the joke, the intent with which he says, the environment in which he is saying,
correct,
the audience in front of whom he is saying, right? The facial expressions, the context. So everything depends. So if it comes out in a way which means like a shot or an insult at the person, then you should just be a bit socially aware.
Then you're completely wrong. Again, like you mentioned, intent is what matters, and how close you are with that person. If I'm very close to that person, we just keep bantering and we just keep joking about it, then it's okay. As long as the person is not feeling bad. But if you are digging that person, or if you're not, I mean, no, never mind. if you are actually shooting shots at this person just for being gay, then it's wrong.
Yeah, and I think, like, this is the lesson that Rohit Sharma gave. Intent ke saath khelenge. Intent is what matters. Selfless. Intent. So I learned a lot from a man. Intent.
This integration I would have never seen it coming, bro.
No, but like you look at a guy like Karan Johar. He's like, भाई मारो मेरी.
Yeah.
तो अब क्यों नहीं मारे कोई? अगर देख तेरे को सामने से न्योता मिल रहा है. हाँ. तो
Last one of the day.
Calling a fat person fat, it shouldn't be taken as an insult.
I agree with this.
You agree?
Yes. I mean,
and the same should be applied to people who are short, people who are dark, people who are extremely thin.
No, I'm not talking about what is not in their control. Like, majority of the times, being fat is in that person's hand, and that person is choosing to be fat. And if someone else is calling them fat, that person should actually motivate themselves to go out and work out, bro. Like, to prove everyone wrong that I can be healthy. And being fat is not a flex. Being fat means you are unhealthy. So you should take steps to make yourself healthy.
What if that person is suffering from a disease?
That is a very rare scenario. And if that is the case, then also you should say, okay, I'm suffering from a disease. And if your friend is cracking a joke, you take it like a fucking person. And at least, even if you're suffering from a disease, there have to be some steps that you should take. For example, you shouldn't junk on food when it's not necessary. You shouldn't not work out. Like, if you are capable or if you're able to work out, then you should at least take the steps. If you're not taking the steps and if someone else is calling you fat, bro, then fair.
Okay, so your justification is that only fat people who are not working out, who are not eating healthy, they should be called fat to motivate them.
Yeah, I mean, at least even if you're not getting motivated, don't take offense. Like, it's like calling a skinny guy skinny and that guy getting offended. No, I'm just calling you for what you are. So I'm not saying anything bad. I'm not saying anything correct. I'm just saying you are you. So how is that?
So for gay people also, ये आ गया मिठा आ गया.
No, no.
Yeah, you'll call them that because they
No,
are
I
what they
won't.
are.
I won't call them mitha. I won't tease them. I'll just be like, bro, you're gay.
तो फिर मिठा is also not teasing them. मिठा is like ठीक है gay.
But it might be offensive for them. But like,
तो मोटा might be offensive for them.
No, you are mota. I'm calling you mota, bro.
It would be offensive.
Bro, how can I call a fat person thin?
But why do you need to call them anything? You can call them Aman. You can call them that.
But bro, if he's fat and if I'm cracking a joke, okay, of course I won't go out of my way and say like fat. I'll be like, bro, आ रहा है और मैं इसे joke crack कर लिया.
पूरा मोहल्ला आ रहा है.
हाँ, वो हंसना चाहिए ना. You shouldn't be like, bro, मोटा कैसे बोला? अरे तू मोटा है तो मोटा ही बुलाऊंगा ना bro, और क्या बुलाऊंगा देखो मैं.
Correct. I do agree there that you can crack jokes sometime.
Yeah.
And it is in a very friendly, healthy way.
Exactly.
Although they are not healthy, but it's in a healthy way. That I understand.
Yeah.
But we are calling like it's not a joke. It's like we are not trying to like we are not trying to make an analogy here. कि देखो पूरा मोहल्ला आ रहा है. Which मतलब मैं इसको मोटा बोल रहा हूँ.
Exactly.
हम मोटा बोल रहे हैं.
Exactly.
तो नहीं. I'm talking so like would you call him or her मोटा? ए तू इधर मोटे इधर.
अगर वो मेरा genuinely ऐसा I won't ऐसा 10 बार तो नहीं बोलूंगा मैं 10 बार तो नहीं बोलूंगा मैं बट अगर थोड़ा कंफर्टेबल हो गए जोक्स वो मेरे पे जोक्स मार रहा है तो मैं भी जोक्स मारूंगा ना उसके मोटापे पे. और ब्रो ये टाइम पे मेरे को सिर्फ रणवीर सिंह का डायलॉग याद आता है कि ब्रो मोटे को मोटा ना बोलो, पतले को पतला ना बोलो, अभी कोई रो रहा लड़की को लड़का ना बोलो, लड़के को लड़का ना बोलो. ब्रो इट कॉल इट आउट फॉर पीपल ब्रो. ऐसे इफ आई एम फैट कॉल मी फैट ब्रो. And if I'm saying I'm not fat ki nahi, then it is my problem because I am fat. I should agree with it. The first step of improvement is self-realization.
He has that self-realization. You both what do you think? वो सुबह उठ के जा रहा है, खुद को आईने में देख रहा है, उसकी ये पूरी बाजू नहीं दिख रही आईने में.
बट तो उसको कुछ करना चाहिए ना.
पर उसको फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता.
हमें फर्क पड़ाना चाहिए. क्या पता 5 साल में मर जाए अपने मोटापे की वजह से. So then you will blame yourself. No bro, at least as a good friend, I think it's our duty to push him. If he dies after 5 years, I'll blame myself, bro. I didn't crack enough jokes.
देख पर वो मर गया तो मर गया ना, फिर खाना बच जाएगा.
वो भी है बट दुनिया में खाने की कमी नहीं है ना ब्रो.
नहीं खाने की तो बहुत कमी है. You ऐसा look at Africa where people are extremely thin. वैसे ठीक है, I do agree कि अगर मर जाए तो बेहतर है. हाँ. तो खाना थोड़ा अच्छे से अपोर्शन हो जाएगा, राशन हो जाएगा.
Okay. What is your verdict?
My verdict is that it's your true opinion. It has to be a true opinion. It isn't your imposter opinion because we've spoken multiple times about it.
I mean, it is an imposter opinion, but I agree with it 50-50. कैसे बोलूँ मैं, मतलब ऐसे you shouldn't go out of your way and just keep teasing that person. But a fat person should take the steps to do something right. It is an imposter opinion and I don't agree with a lot of things that I said. Yeah. Bro, बार मोटा बुलाओ, मोटा बुला के ही वो motivate हो जाएगा, वो सब. That is not true.
I think we should take a step back and we should look at the question. Whether calling fat people fat should be taken as an insult.
I think it should be taken as an insult. Because like, I know a lot of people, like if you call them fat, they don't get motivated. They actually get sad because sometimes it's not in their control.
Isn't it like their problem rather than a
I mean, kinda. I mean, if it's like a joke and all that, then if you get sad, then it's a very sad or pussy behavior. But if like, or if you're genuinely calling someone sad, और इसका तुम्हारा intent ही है कि इसको मोटा बुलाना है, और वो बंदे को he's not into fitness, he doesn't care about all this, and a lot of time, a lot of people are just busy with work. They do not get the time to work out, and they are okay with being whatever they are. So it's like it's their own thing कि ठीक है इसको पसंद है वो. So me calling them fat and making that other person fat is like feeling fat is bad. And I have noticed one thing, like the more you call fat people fat, it does not motivate them. It does not. They'll just be like कि bro, their confidence चले जाएगा, self esteem चले जाएगा, और फिर उनको कुछ जाके करने का मन नहीं करेगा. So we should blame ourselves for judging people. In the end, you shouldn't judge anyone.
And I think after a certain point, they get normalized with that.
Exactly.
That fat shaming and all.
Yeah.
So they are like कि ठीक है, मतलब एक point के बाद वो बोलते हैं ना, they get thick skinned, which they already are, but it gets normalized, right? And they don't get it. On that note, boys and girls, thank you so much for joining. Yes, please tell us, how did you like this new imposter segment?
Yes, sir.
And I can guarantee that half of the time he has lied. It's just for the show business in front of the camera.
Okay, I'm going to stop him here. Subscribe to our channel.
Subscribe.
We'll be back next week.